Hey coin collectors, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today it's the 1962 Washington quarter from the United States of America. You see it says United States of America over here, quarter dollar on the bottom. And we have a couple of these facing up and a couple facing down, because what we're going to look at is right down here. We're going to look at this A down here and the L down here on these coins. And we're going to try to see if we can see whether there's any difference to these coins. Now this one here is really shiny, so what we'll try to do is figure out, is this a proof coin or is this just a really beautiful 1962 coin? Well, let's start right at the top then. In 1962 they made this coin at two different mints. The most expensive 1962 quarter that they've found so far is a 1962 Philadelphia quarter, which goes for about $26,500. They've also found a Denver Mint quarter from 1962, which goes for as high as $18,000, $18,400. And they found a proof quarter, which I'm pretty sure this is, that goes for about $8,000. In fact, they found the best proof quarter, a proof 70 decam. Some people say it's the best proof quarter ever. Steve Roach wrote an article in Coin World on May 28, 2022, in which he quoted people saying that the 1962 proof 70 decam may be the finest pre-1965 silver proof ever made. They made it at the Philadelphia Mint. The Philadelphia Mint coin, you can tell because it doesn't have any mint mark down here on the back. Now remember, in 1962, the mint marks were not on the front. Like on this coin, no mint mark on the front, but they were on the back. And here's a Denver Mint coin from 1962, so you can clearly see the difference. No mint mark Philadelphia, D mint mark Denver. And you say, what about the S mint mark? No S mint marks in 1962. In 1954, they stopped putting the S mint marks on the quarters, and they didn't put them back on again until 1968, when they started putting the San Francisco mint mark, the S, on the proof quarters. So no S quarters in 1962. Let's take a little look at this. This is a really nice quarter. We can see some really good definition in the face here. You see some coloring here. It's called a patina, and that does not take away from the coin if you get really sharp graphics and everything else is in good shape. And you see that this one really is. A little bit of scratchiness down there. Down underneath we see that there is a J and an F, and that's for John Flanagan, the engraver of this coin. Underneath the chin we see it says, "In God We Trust." Down here at the bottom is the date, 1962, and we look at the details like the clasp in the back of Washington's here. Not great detail there, but and Liberty at the top, very good defined. We tip it up on the edge and we see that this is a 90% silver coin. They changed the 90% silver in 1965 to a clad coin, and I'll show you one of those. This is a clad coin, the 1965 clad, which is a copper center and a copper nickel cover on each side, or cladding on each side. They didn't change anything else in terms of how the coin looked. One of the differences that there is, however, between the clad coins and the silver coins is in weight. Now, you can always tell the difference between a clad coin and a silver coin, because a silver coin weighs 6.3 grams, a clad coin weighs 5.67 grams. They just changed the content of the coin, really. So it says United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum right there. We see the eagle, and this eagle doesn't have the greatest definition ever, but it has some pretty good feathers in through here. Nice the little cowlick in the back, you can see that. Not great definition in the beak, so this isn't going to be a highly graded coin, but it's in pretty good shape for a 1962. We see the arrows held by the eagle. There's a ribbon that crosses right there, holding them on, and we see the tail feathers down here, not great defined. We get down here and we see the A does not touch on the leaf, the L does not touch on the leaf, and the Q does not touch on the leaf or the U. Now that's what we're going to start looking at on the other one, because this is the Denver one, but what we want to do is look at on one of the Philadelphia ones. And so we make sure it's 1962. It is. We notice how shiny it is, and that gives us a clue that this might be a proof quarter anyway. In 1962, they made 3.2 million proof quarters at Philly. They made 36.2 million regular quarters at Philly. Well, what makes this a silver proof? And that's where we go on to the back again. If you get a proof coin, you will see this A touching the leaf. It becomes one with the leaf. You'll almost always see this L touching the leaf, and you'll see this U over here touching the leaf. That's what a proof quarter looks like. On the back of a regular Philadelphia quarter, so we know it's Philly because there's nothing there, we notice that there's space. And this is worn, but there's definitely space between the A and the leaf. This is definitely space between the L's and the leaf, and there's definitely space between the U and the leaf right there. Though it does look like the Q touches a little, just a little offset there. So if you get one like this where it touches like that and it's this shiny, it's going to be a proof quarter. They made 3.2 million of these in Philadelphia in 1962. If you were to get all of the best Denver mint, the best Philadelphia mint, and the best proof coin from 1962, you'd be talking about $50,000+ for the best of all of them. All right, well, that's all we have today from DC Coinwell International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.